Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia were quite a handful.
Hello, Father. Tell me, what would you do when someone has stolen from you?
That's a loaded question. What's been stolen from you?
Institute property is not often taken from us. We cannot react lightly when it happens. The group that calls themselves the Railroad have acquired several synths from the Institute. Synths that had gone missing in recent months. They no doubt mean to free these synths, in their delusion that synths are somehow sentient beings. You've been in contact with the Railroad, so you're aware of their misguided beliefs.
What happened? What have they done?
They are in possession of technology that does not belong to them. Usually they are a minor nuisance, but lately they have become more emboldened. I'm afraid we've reached the point where a response is necessary. We have learned the current location of these synths, and need to reacquire them before the Railroad can hide them.
Where are the synths located?
A small settlement at the old Bunker Hill Monument. But it's important that we act on this soon, before the Railroad has any indication we've tracked them. We also don't want the Brotherhood of Steel getting wind of the presence of the synths. That would only complicate matters.
I'll act quickly. You can count on me.
You'll have a contact waiting for you just outside Bunker Hill. Good luck.
Caravan or Raider?
What?
I said Caravan or Raider. Which are you?
I'm here on my own.
Freelance, huh? All right. Come on in, but no gunfire. Market's open. You can do as much trading as you like.
Guess they're not interested in sharing, huh?
I've been waiting for you.
So, what's our situation?
I assume you've been briefed? Our targets are inside. 4 synths under railroad protection. Majority of the settlement is uninvolved and are expected to run for cover. The situation appears to have escalated. A covert approach is likely impossible. We move in, secure the synths, and I relay out with them back to the Institute. Clear? The mission's parameters just changed. We go in shooting. Requesting backup relay now.
Huh? We're not backing down. We're going to protect what's ours.
Time now for the counter vote. In an unexpected turn of events.
Hey,
We're not backing down. We're gonna protect what's ours.
I can't believe you'd do that for us. Thank you.
hey,
You've given us another chance at life. We won't forget it.
Thank you for sparing us.
hi.
We'll get somewhere safe as soon as you're gone.
Look alive.
You say the word.
Look alive.
Got something for me?
Your thoughts?
The Institute's willing to trash Bunker Hill to get at a couple of people trying to make it on their own? Monsters.
Your thoughts?
Places like this were supposed to remind us not to repeat the errors of the past. Fat lot that did.
Your thoughts?
Nice to see there are still some folks with sense in the Commonwealth.
Your thoughts?
You were right about Nat. Thanks. Again.
Nothing else for now.
Sure.
We're not backing down. We're gonna protect what's ours.
Hey,
Yeah?
Market's the white building with all the fancy columns. Always someone doing trading there.
Haven't seen you before. If you need a doctor, let's get you examined.
Yeah. See what's wrong with me, Doctor.
Go over your symptoms with me.
Feeling sick. I think it's radiation.
All right, let's flush your system. Done. Now, was there anything else bothering you?
Took a few bad hits recently. Got knocked around.
Huh. You look fine, but... Oh, wait. Yep, that's gonna need to be set back in place. Come on, let's get started. Done. Now, was there anything else bothering you?
No, we're done.
Take better care of yourself in the future, okay?
Load a little heavy there? I'll buy anything you don't need and sell everything you do.
Let's see what you got.
You may have to dig a little, but I got some choice stuff in there.
I'm half tempted to join the railroad with all this shit. I don't know. People gotta do something, Dad.
When did you start to care about sense?
It's not that. The railroad is the only one standing up to the Institute. So Gary's wife, Kitty,
Hey,
that
you.
settlement Lucas Miller was
Talk
talking
some
about,
sense into my
wiped
numbskull
out.
son. Getting involved with the railroad is just trouble.
You should look after yourself.
See? Now that's some advice. We got a business. You know how lucky we are? And you want to throw it away.
All I do here is help crusty old caravan hands, no offense, go blind off rot gut. At least the railroad's fighting the Institute. And why not save sins?
Might as well go off and join the Deathclaw Preservation Society.
Trying to save synths sounds noble to me.
I'm not alone in this, Dad.
Enough. We got customers.
Hey there.
Need a place to stay? Grab it before someone else does.
Booze and grub, right here.
Just like, all right. Out with it.
Your thoughts?
Nice being on the move again. Fewer paper cuts than back home.
Oh, nothing.
All right. free for the taking.
Bye.
You know those synths with the plastic faces? Ugh, they creep me the heck out.
Can we trade a few things?
Sure thing.
I'd gladly lay down my life if it keeps humanity from repeating the apocalypse.
Hey.
I heard you hunted down Paladin Danse. Good. It needed to be done.
I don't know about Scribe Mariah. I think she loves her little zoo. And too much.
Hey there.
We'll stop the Institute. For Maxon and for the Brotherhood.
Hey there.
Carry food with you or you'll end up eating some pretty questionable things to stay alive.
remember the last time I had clean fingernails.
Hey,
You look like someone that needs a drink.
I'd like to trade some items.
Okay. Can I get you a drink?
Let's see what you got.
Great. I can patch you up if you need it. First,
Could use some supplies, actually.
let's see what I can spare.
Yes? I'm sure I have something you need.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Great.
Crop's coming in pretty good.
Excuse me.
I think I've got something in your size.
I'll take a look, sure.
Let me know what you'd like. Don't much care for good neighbor. That place is nothing but trouble.
Hi.
If you're looking for armor, I may have something you can use.
I'll take a look, sure.
Here's what I've got.
That's one.
You know, in all my years, I've never set foot outside the Institute. Not once. Since the day they brought me here. I've never had a reason. But now, this just confirms the truth I've always known. The Commonwealth is dead. There's no future here. The only hope for humanity lies below.
So why come out here?
To put things in perspective, I suppose. Standing here, I'm reminded of how fortunate I am that I was spared a life in this wasteland. I know that to you, I was kidnapped from that vault. In truth, the Institute rescued me. Both of us, really.
But why refreeze me?
As a failsafe, of course. I was the perfect candidate. An infant with uncorrupted DNA. But if something were to go wrong, if I died, well, the Institute realized a contingency plan was prudent. Another source of pre-war DNA, preferably related to their primary subject. It only made sense that my parents should fill that role. So you were kept alive and safe within the vault. I'll admit, when I had you released from Vault 111, I had no expectations that you'd survive out here in all this. To not only do so, but manage to find me. To infiltrate the Institute itself. Extraordinary.
So it was you. You let me out.
Yes. It was my decision. Certainly it was no longer necessary to keep you suspended. Well, I suppose I wanted to see what would happen. An experiment of sorts. I had no idea what kind of man you were, you see. Would the Commonwealth corrupt you? As it has everything else? Would you even survive? Perhaps most curious to me, would you, after all this time, attempt to find me? And now I know the answer.
Sean, you need to know. I still love you.
I can see that you do. Well, it's remarkable. Soon, I hope you'll understand. Everything I've done has been for the future. A future which I hope is not in jeopardy after recent events. Bunker Hill did not go well for us. Would you care to explain what happened?
It's my fault. I wasn't able to complete the mission.
I gave you this opportunity to prove yourself. Particularly to prove to the Directorate that you deserve a place here. That will now be significantly harder. There will be accusations that you deliberately sabotaged the mission. Bunker Hill was to cement your place as a valuable asset to the Institute. It will now only raise suspicions. And to see the Brotherhood of Steel involved in this? They had no way of knowing what was going on. I will refrain from sharing the outcome with the Directorate for the moment. Things are already in motion that this would only derail. Speaking of which, it's time for you to become more involved in the future of the Institute. I'd like you to join me inside. The Directorate is meeting, and you should be there. I'll be waiting. I've seen enough. It's time to go back in.
Hey.
You hungry? These always keep me going.
Your thoughts?
Nights like this, a warm spot with a cold beer would be heaven.
Nothing else for now.
All right.
Good to see you.
malfunctioning? Can you not see the crash?
My apologies, sir.
Reporting status. All functions
Don't
normal.
make excuses. You're clearly defective, and I intend to report this.
Good, we're all here. I think it's time we begin.
Sir, excuse me, but what exactly is he doing here?
I will address that issue. But there are other subjects that require our attention first. The level of unrest in the Commonwealth continues to rise, as we're all aware. Your report.
All Institute facilities remain completely secure with the exception of one notable breach. Otherwise, internally, things are as tight as they've ever been. Dr. Ayo has been keeping an eye on things topside.
Yes, Watchers show no additional threats beyond those previously identified. We're still monitoring the increased activity around Fort Independence, but there are no immediate signs we should be concerned. Boston International Airport remains occupied, with Brotherhood presence noted at several other points throughout the Commonwealth. Intelligence suggests that this railroad continues to operate and is becoming more ambitious. SRB agents are monitoring all known situations, sir.
Very good, thank you. It's clear that our safety needs to be the primary concern going forward. To that end, where are we on Phase 3?
Excuse me, but sir, are you sure this is, well, the proper time to be discussing that? Considering, I mean, given all parties present?
Ah, yes, that's true. Have you heard anything about Phase 3?
What's Phase 3?
It's very important to us. Power is, as I'm sure you've seen above ground, a very valuable commodity. I'm not talking about some abstract concept of control. I mean real, tangible power. The kind that keeps the lights on. With every advance the Institute makes, our need for raw power increases. Many compromises and sacrifices have been made over the years to allow progress to continue.
What kind of compromises?
We have at times had to rely on drawing power from above-ground installations. It risks personnel and equipment, but no longer. Phase 3 is simply the activation of a nuclear reactor that can provide enough power to the Institute now and forever. It will ensure not just our survival, but our prosperity.
Can you tell me more about this reactor?
Certainly. It was originally built for the Commonwealth Institute of Technology before the war, but was only for testing. Over the years, we've advanced the technology, made a great many improvements, and are finally nearly ready to activate it. The reactor is close to ready, but recent tests have determined we have a few tasks ahead of us. Thus, we come to Phase 3, and to how you will help.
Sir?
Yes, Dr. Ayo. Previously, we would rely on Kellogg for above-ground operations, yes? Well, he is gone. While I'm not overly fond of putting my own father in harm's way, he has proven more than capable of handling himself.
Yes, but...
This is not a matter for debate. Now, there is one more subject that requires discussion.
I don't know that this is the time.
Dr. Holdren, it is time. Please. As I'm sure several of you are already aware, I have been under Dr. Volkert's care for some time. I'm sorry, this is difficult for me. Our best efforts have failed. Every experimental treatment we could devise has been unsuccessful. I'm sorry to say I am dying.
No! You can't be serious!
Everyone, please. I am sorry. This is not how I wanted to tell you, but we're running out of time.
You're dying?
I'm afraid so. A very aggressive form of cancer. Believe me when I say we've done everything we can. We can talk more later. Right now, the future of the Institute is at stake. The Institute cannot survive without leadership. The Directorate must continue to govern with the best interest of all in mind. To that end, I am naming my father as my successor.
Oh, boy.
You can't be serious!
Really?
How can you possibly justify this? He isn't one of us. He isn't even a scientist.
Ignoring your borderline, insubordinate tone, I will simply say this. The Institute has enough scientists. What it needs is a leader. I believe my father has already proven himself more than capable in that regard. This will conclude this meeting. Thank you.
The latest synth generation is just amazing. Those guys in robotics are working miracles.
It's my responsibility to make sure this place runs smoothly.
I'm glad you could be here to share this with me.
I had no idea.
I know this is... well, it's a lot to take in at once.
I'm sorry, Father. I hope it wasn't too presumptuous of me to put you in charge without even asking first.
What would it mean to be in charge?
Most divisions of the Institute are fairly autonomous, perfectly capable of functioning without intervention. Where those divisions interact, however, problems can arise. You'd lead the Directorate in setting policy, resolving disputes, and the like.
There's no question that some of the Directorate and the Institute at large will need reassurances about your appointment.
That's why I'd like you to take charge of this latest operation. Dr. Fillmore can fill you in on the details. There are hard decisions ahead, for all of us, but for you especially. I know that you'll do the right thing.